At first glance, Danita Johnson looks like any one of the thousands of people employed by Montgomery County government. You wouldn't know it, but Danita Johnson has a medical condition that impacted her ability to find professional employment.
Danita speaking.
Armed with a college degree, plenty of qualifications, and a strong desire to work, she struggled to find a job, interviewing in city after city across the country. This fall, she will mark her one-year anniversary working for the county. She was hired through an employment hiring initiative that allows for the appointment of qualified persons with disabilities into a county position.
I actually moved from North Carolina to Maryland in order to take this position. So I think that it would be very important for other agencies to realize that they could be missing out on having great employees working for them if they consider hiring people with disabilities.
Danita was hired through the non-competitive hiring process, which allows for the appointment of a qualified person with a disability to a county job. This program is just one of the county's many initiatives to expand employment opportunities for people in the disabled community. Director of Human Resources Joe Adler says the approach is a win-win for the county.
There's a very, very large unemployment rate among the folks with disabilities for a lot of reasons, and we hope to kind of shatter that bubble or that myth that they're unemployable, they're not reliable, and they can't do any work. Our program has shown otherwise.
And the folks in the county's Department of Environmental Protection agree.
So we're going to do some scanning. Okay,
Brian Kao has been a fixture in this office since 2007. He got his start through the county's customized employment public intern program. His duties included scanning documents and organizing informational materials.
It's really more task-oriented, that they can go into a department and figure out what particular work needs to be done. So it is targeted for that department, that division, with the type of work that is being done there.
After his 2-year term as an intern was up, there wasn't anything on the books where Brian could move into a job. But behind the scenes, county officials worked in partnership with advocates for people with disabilities and veterans to increase employment opportunities. In 2012, a charter amendment was placed on the ballot to authorize the county to develop a non-competitive appointment process for individuals with disabilities. That measure passed overwhelmingly with more than 80% support from county residents.
The non-competitive hiring process is a game changer. There is no doubt that this program has changed people's lives. So it doesn't necessarily mean that the population that we're really targeting, people with disabilities, doesn't have the skills or abilities. It's just that there are so many barriers when they go to interview.
When this hiring preference program was put into place in 2012, he became an official employee.
490.
And according to his coworkers and supervisor, he's been an outstanding addition to their office in more ways than one.
Many folks maybe never had the opportunity to work with someone who had a disability, and they didn't have that experience. So working alongside with Brian as a coworker, they see Brian with the challenges that he faces and how he's overcome those challenges, accomplishes his goals, meets his objectives, and they can see that, and they can see the pride he has in getting the work done each and every day, 5 days a week.
I am proud of myself.
And the best part, at the end of that day, so proud of his efforts that then he'll then go talk to his coworkers about what he accomplished that day, and it's just fantastic to see.
Scan screen document, 25 stickers. Scan screen document.
And I think that's instilled a sense of motivation for them to do that work. And also our employees have become, more patient with others. They have shown more empathy for others.
Which is one of the main reasons why Director of General Services David Dice sees these programs as critical.
We're often so jaded in the way we approach our jobs or just life. And to be around someone who approaches every day fresh and is willing to learn and really anxious to learn and really anxious to prove themselves, I've seen a tremendous improvement in my own staff. And to me, everybody wins.
The Division of General Services, which Dice oversees, has been a huge supporter of another initiative the county is involved in, Project Search. In 2012, Montgomery County government launched Project Search Montgomery, and the payoff has been more than anticipated.
I'm going this way.
Every morning at 6:15, Andy Eisenhower arrives at his job at the Park and Planning Fleet Shop on Shady Grove Road. He's been working there for several months, but he started as an intern through Project Search.
We use him for various projects, extra things that, to help the mechanics out and to keep the operations rolling smoothly, recycling, parts, inventory, things like that. We just use them for the little extra things you don't get around to a lot.
This is the second year of the Project Search program here in Montgomery County. Through this program, individuals like Andy are matched to work tasks based on their interests, skills, and competencies.
And they do it, and they do very well at it.
Keep going, there you go.
So department directors and the supervisors just rave about the motivation and the willingness to work of the interns. We are getting work done that ordinarily wouldn't get done, so that's one part positive. And then again, this particular program gives these interns motivation to get up every morning and to learn skills.
Actually, Andy, you can go park it, okay?
So it shatters some of these artificial barriers that exist out there in terms of the employability of the disabled.
Recently, Project Search graduated its class of 2014, where County Executive Ike Leggett told the audience, we as a community need to do a better job of embracing the disabled community.
We need to change that. And you change that first by treating all people with dignity and respect. You change that by giving people an opportunity, and you change that by enlightening all of us to the possibilities of what we can achieve as a community.
And county officials believe the steps they have taken to be more inclusive in the hiring process is a big step in that direction. In the county's Treasury Division, Amy Lydane is credited with finding close to 5,000 accounts in the Homestead Property Tax Credit Program that were out of compliance, to the tune of close to $2 million. Hired to her position in that department non-competitively, she is literally making a difference in the county's bottom line.
I like how my group treats me as one of their own team members.
Good afternoon, how's it going?
That kind of commitment is what Andrew Lampy is known for in the Department of General Services.
All these work for Montgomery County and
a computer whiz. He figured out the county's complex Oracle program and is regularly given additional tasks that he completes without missing a beat. He too was hired non-competitively after first working as an intern.
He's very instrumental in providing that gap for getting costs and resources onto our work order system through Oracle.
it just means that this will officially be the first paying job that I actually have. And to be honest, it's not bad being given more work. It just means that you're being recognized as someone who's able to accomplish things, and it's better than doing nothing. Have a good day.
Same for you, bye-bye. Andrew Stephen Eisenhower.
Helping these citizens reach their potential is the ultimate goal of these county programs. These folks aren't just handed these jobs. Each of them brings to their position qualifications that benefit the community at large. When Jonathan Prusner was a young boy, he dreamed of being a police officer. He served in the military in Iraq and Afghanistan and returned home as an amputee. Today, he is an officer with the Montgomery County Police Department, hired through the County Initiative for Veterans with Disabilities. He wants other veterans who are returning home from war to know that there are opportunities for them.
If you have a lot of experience, that you can lend towards helping, in an organization, I think that's a good reason to get hired. So I kind of think that's why I got hired, and I'd like to think so.
Officials say they will continue to strive to provide more opportunities within county government to this sector of the population. Joe Adler says that in leading by example, more organizations will realize hiring the disabled is the right thing to do to meet the needs of this growing population.
We are hoping to expand this into the private sector because for this to work, it has to be a partnership all around, and it just can't be county government because there are not enough jobs in county government to accommodate the need that's out there.
Believe miracles do happen.
Just ask Danita Johnson and she will tell you. Because of the personal struggles she has endured, she values where she is today and believes her future with Montgomery County is headed nowhere but up.
It truly has changed my life. Now I have not just a job, I have a career.
David Dice, General Services.
This is not something to just help somebody because we're nice guys. This is doing tangible, material, beneficial work.
The non-competitive hiring process is a game changer.
The department directors and the supervisors just rave about the motivation and the willingness to work.
I like how my group treats me as one of their own.
It just means that this will officially be the first paying job that I actually have. You're being recognized as someone who's able to accomplish things.
If you have a lot of experience, that you can lend towards helping, in an organization, I think that's a good reason to get hired.
There is no doubt that this program has changed people's lives.
Oh, you did well. High five. Very good job, Brian.
Thank you.
And we're proving that these individuals make an equal contribution to those other people that we've hired before them.